Hi friends, welcome in or welcome back. Today I want to talk about slowing down, savoring the winter holiday season, giving you permission to do less in a time period when everyone is cramming their schedules full. If that sounds good to you, then let's dive in. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Kay. I'm a wife, a mom to 2 toddlers, an accountability coach, and a photographer. And I use this space as my safe place to land when I need permission to do less. And if you need permission to do less, I hope you join us, because I believe in having softer seasons where we are gentler with our goals and kinder to ourselves when we don't go hard or go home, when we don't subscribe to hustle culture. And today, I want to do a bit of a winter edition soft season. I had a video pre-filmed and never got around to editing it for fall and how to savor the season through photos. And today, I'm going to pivot because I got very busy. I'm a photographer who shoots Christmas cards for families, and I wanted to turn all of those photos around and get them back to my clients so they could order Christmas cards. It was a lot. I didn't want to be on my computer more than I had to be. And so here we are doing a winter edition. But I've actually decided that this is perfect because fall felt crazy. It felt like there were a lot of things that I was being pressured to do. And then we hit December. And now the holiday season, it's worse. And I don't mean that everything is bad, because everything is beautiful in the Christmas season. Don't get me wrong. I love the magic of Christmas. It is one of my favorite seasons for seeing people that I love, for gifting. I particularly love getting things for other people, for going to do fun things and having traditions with my family. It's all good things. It's all beautiful, but it's also a lot. And I find that as moms, especially, we are tasked with being the magical memory makers. We have to take this perfect Christmas magic, this holiday magic, and create this perfect season for our children. And that's a lot of pressure. Every year, the pressure creeps in. And I feel like every year, it gets a little bit more. There's something else added to the list, something else someone came up with that would be cool to do around Christmas. And I love it, but I need permission to do less right now. And maybe you do too. So today I want to talk about slowing down, savoring winter, savoring the holiday season, and stripping it back a little bit so we can do less and still feel like it was magical. There's crafts, there's cookies, there's Santa visits, there's light parades, there's drive-through, the holiday house lights, there's perfectly curated holiday magic online. There's a lot vying for our attention. There's a lot of things causing us to cram our schedules full. There's a lot of shoulds, a lot of have-tos. I have to get the elf on the shelf, and then we have to go visit Santa, and then we have to make popcorn balls. But also, the light parade is only these few nights this year, so are we going to have time to get to one of them? I have to see family. I have to wrap the presents. My kids don't have advent calendars. Should I go get them advent calendars? I have to make the paper chain countdown. We have to do crafts when they're home from winter break, and also we have to cook everybody's favorite Christmas cookie. Does that sound familiar? Because right now, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like somewhere along the way, I got roped into, and maybe you did too, performing Christmas instead of living it. If I think back to my childhood, I think of Christmas break as us being home, opening presents on Christmas morning and then playing with them all week until our New Year's Eve party. I remember my mom making Christmas cookies and us helping, and us going to a couple holiday parties, doing a few crafts and visiting Santa. But I don't remember this pressure to be out of my house all the time, doing all the things. I remember breathing room. And I think my mom did a really good job of creating a magical Christmas season with tons of traditions and fun that still had breathing room for us to be home, to enjoy, to savor each other. So in my opinion, winter is not meant to be productive or perfect. It's literally the slowest season of the year. Yes, we get through Christmas, but then January comes. Winter has holiday magic, but it's also when nature is pulling back. Animals start hibernating. The trees are conserving energy. The soft snowfall pauses the world, calms everything down. I love to walk outside after the first snow and just listen to the silence. That is something I savor every winter. What I've realized is I can do that with my kids as a winter activity that slows everybody down. My favorite part of that is the hush, the quiet, the still, and being able to stand in my backyard, feel like I don't have to be anywhere. No one expects me to drive anywhere in the middle of a snowstorm. And I can just listen to the quiet. And I love that. And I want to take that feeling and blanket my whole winter season with that. I wonder, what if this year we end the year by matching the season we're in? What if we slow down to listen to the quiet and the calm, just like the first snowfall? Because if we can end the year really savoring the season, savoring the end of the year, and enter January in the new year feeling like we are calm and peaceful and not aiming for hustle, I think it can change our entire 2026. So how do we do that? Especially right now with all these shoulds, all these have-tos. I myself have already done visiting Santa, the tractor light parade, some hot cocoa days, as well as a Christmas chain. But it's the 9th of December. I've already finished all of my Christmas shopping. I haven't wrapped it yet. But now I'm stepping back and saying, until Christmas, let's get practical about savoring our time. So how about instead of 12 different holiday outings, choose 2 or 3 that are most important to your family. What can be a tradition that you can do every year? Not a trendy thing that you saw on social media. Not something that you feel like you have to go to because it's this year only. What can be a tradition that your family starts now or has been doing and can carry forward? How about instead of baking 6 different types of cookies, you let your kids choose their favorite and you make 2 and you let them be a part of it. You slow down, let them make a mess, pull your camera out, have fun with that. Let that be a tradition that you do every year. My kids love to roll out sugar cookie dough and make their own shapes, and we actually found some Christmas cookie cutters at TJ Maxx that we didn't have before, and they put parchment paper, well, I put parchment paper on the kitchen floor and gave them their hunks of dough, and they had so much fun cutting out their own cookies. Yes, it was messy. Yes, they were covered in flour. Yes, they are not cookies that I will be sharing with others because I'm not sure how much of it is clean, how many little fingers were in the dough after being licked. But they had so much fun with that. And then I can now go forward and make another cookie or 2 that we will actually bring to Christmas and share with friends and family. But nothing about that was technically perfect or magical. The production of it wasn't magical. But what the kids will remember is the magic of Christmas cookies on the kitchen floor. They're going to remember more so that I was there laughing with them as flour got everywhere. They're not really going to remember if it looked perfect or if they tasted amazing, although they did taste pretty good. They're not going to remember perfect sprinkles, making the perfect Santa hat. And that's okay. If you love to make cookies and you love to make the beautiful royal icing cookies, you go for that. You do that. Because if that is part of your magic, then you have permission to do that. I'm not saying you have to scrap everything that you love to make perfect, but I am asking, how can you step back a little bit? How can you make the magic more about sitting in what we're doing in the moment, rather than rushing to the next thing, having to make everything perfect for you and your family and anybody around you? Because what I really want to impart is that you're not going to fail Christmas if you don't do everything. You do not have to do every Christmas activity to be a good friend, a good mom, a good partner. You can be softer with yourself, with your Christmas season. You can choose to slow down and savor the traditions that matter most. We don't do Elf on the Shelf here. We probably won't make it to a drive-through light, like house thing. I would like to, but we might not. We might not make it to every holiday invite. We might not make our own homemade ornaments this year. My daughter has asked, but we'll have to see. We will not be making every Christmas craft. I won't be doing the handprints that make the Christmas tree, because right now, I don't have mental space for that. But I will be choosing the things that bring my children the most joy, the traditions that feel the softest, the easiest, that really mesh with my energy levels right now, especially as someone whose son was just up from 2:30 to 5:30 last night. My energy levels are waning. We have 14 days until Christmas, 2 weeks, and I'm going to choose to step back. What we've done so far is amazing. We got the tree, we saw Santa, I bought all the Christmas presents, and now I want to focus on the things that will truly bring us joy, not the things that make me feel like I'm sprinting through December just trying to get to Christmas and get everything crammed in before I get there. With everything and everyone always trying to rush us into the next thing and the next season before we're even there, before we finish this one, I hope that you can choose slowness, that this holiday and winter season, you choose to slow down. I hope you choose a cozy moment, a few traditions, and let it be enough. This is your permission to only focus on the traditions that make your family happy, not the ones that look good on social media, not the ones that you feel like you have to do because someone says. I'm here to try to help you see that it's enough to do less. So tell me in the comments, what's one holiday moment you want to savor this year? One tradition that you love in your family that you can carry on from year to year to year. Something that you can sit back and enjoy, that you can settle into and make magical memories in that moment without feeling the pressure to be perfect or to pack your schedule full. Thanks for being here today, and I'll see you in the next one.